Welcome to the Vegas Insider channel here on YouTube as we look ahead to this week's PGA Championship from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Kevin Rogers with you, and we are joined by Billy Andrade, who has been on the tour a long time, three-time PGA Tour Champions winner, and he's still playing golf. He's still talking about the game of golf, and we're going to him to get some insight on this tournament this week. One of the majors, and we came off the Masters a few weeks ago. And Billy, it's good to see you. Welcome. First off, we see with the Masters, you're playing at the same course every year in Augusta. PGA Championship, different course. What is it about this course here in Tulsa that is different, that could be an advantage, disadvantage for these golfers?
I would say it's the most wide open major in a long time. It doesn't favor the long hitter. Short hitters can have a chance. Last year we played our senior PGA there, and they just did a major renovation with Gil Hands that come into Tulsa and change the course a little bit. So it's a different course than what the players have seen in past U.S. Opens and PGAs. So I just think it's wide open. I just think that it doesn't favor a certain player. Anybody can win. It seems like the PGA is one of those majors where first-timers win. Looking back, Y.E. Yang won, took down Tiger up at Hazeltine. Mark Brooks won at Valhalla. Rich Beam won. So guys that haven't won majors in the past and only have had one major, it seems to come from the PGA. So maybe this year might be the same script where you see a player who hasn't won a major get his first one here in Tulsa.
We saw last year how Phil Mickelson won here. He's not going to participate this year, so we'll have a new winner. Scottie Scheffler coming off his first major win at the Masters. How much does that affect a golfer, Billy, winning the Masters and then a few weeks later playing in the next major that, a bit of a, as they say, like a hangover after that victory? Or is there momentum? How would you look at it with Scottie Scheffler?
I would say total momentum. He look at what he's done prior to winning the Masters. He won the match play. He won in Phoenix his first win, so he's won 3 now. He's taken a little time off. He did play this past weekend in Dallas at his home, and he played well. So the ball is rolling. When you're rolling, you just keep playing. And obviously he's the favorite, probably along with Jon Rahm. He seems to always be a favorite when these majors come around, but Scottie's right now in the zone, and I wouldn't say a hangover at all. I think that he's probably has played not far from. It's only a 3-hour, 4-hour drive from Dallas, so he's probably played Southern Hills enough to know how to play the golf course. And right now that hole is like a basketball. He can't miss. When you're on a roll, you just keep it going, and he's the player to beat for sure.
Billy, you mentioned Jon Rahm, and he was the favorite to win the Masters. Obviously, didn't win it, and he's right behind Scottie Scheffler there as one of the top players to capture this major. What does Jon Rahm need to do to get over the hump this weekend?
I think he needs to get the ball in the hole. You saw at the Masters, he just didn't putt well enough. And, I don't know if he's trying too hard, but, you have to get the ball in the hole. You got to putt. They all can hit it. They all hit it straight. They all hit it far. And to win, you have to. When you miss a green, you got to get it up and down. And when you hit it in there inside of 10, 15 feet, you got to make a handful of those. If you do that every day, and if he can do that every day, he'll be right there at the end. And that's all you want as a player. You want to have a chance with 9 holes to go. To win a tournament, and you're just jockeying for position as the week goes on, from Thursday to Friday to Saturday, and then Sunday is your day to close it out. But you have to be in position to do that, and if John can get the putter rolling, he'll be right there along with everybody else.
Billy, we saw how Tiger Woods was the big story at the Masters, his comeback, and again, it fell short, but still a great job coming off the car accident, everything he went through a year ago. What about Tiger this week? What do you see his chances at?
Well, he not playing at all going into the Masters was a shock for everybody. You didn't think he was going to play. And if you want to pick a course along with Augusta National, that's probably the worst kind of course to play your second tournament. It's Southern Hills. It's a very hilly golf course, just not as hilly as Augusta National, but it's still very hilly. And the weather should be, not hot, but if it gets hot, it could get very difficult to get around. And you saw the way he labored after the first day, and as the week went on, he got I think it was tough to get through 72 holes of walking when you haven't walked a lot prior to that. So I think that he may be a little sharper than he was at the Masters. His short game was very impressive early in that first and second round, and to make the cut is just it's just phenomenal. I thought that 71 he shot in the first round at the Masters was one of the greatest rounds of golf I've ever seen as a player. To see where he hit it, the up and downs that he made, to hang in there, to gut it out, and then to make the cut is phenomenal for a person who hasn't played, coming back from this car accident, basically on one leg, is just, like I said, just phenomenal. So going into this major, going into Southern Hills, it's going to be a difficult walk for him. I don't know. I think his preparation is probably better. I think he's got maybe a little more confidence, but nobody knows except him how that leg is and how it's how he's handling it. And also his back isn't the best, and how is his back holding up and all that. So it's, for Tiger, it's just a health issue. If he can hang in there health wise, he may stick around, but I can't see him playing 4 phenomenal rounds and having a chance.
Now, Billy, another golfer I want to go over with you, Bryson DeChambeau, who going into the Masters, he always struggles at Augusta. He wasn't 100%. He probably wasn't 75% from a health perspective, but he had wrist surgery. It feels like he's getting around the corner a little bit now. What about Bryson with the Masters, in the rearview mirror, a place that he struggled with so much that he could almost, in a sense, hit the reset button with a little more health? And as long as his health is there, do you think he's got any kind of chance this week?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen any signs of life. Usually the guys that win going in, they're trending upward. They're playing well, and they continue that upward trend of getting the ball in the hole and having a chance to win. And I haven't seen anything so far this year. I know he's had the surgery. He's trying to come back. Maybe he's coming back a little too quickly. I'm not sure. But Southern Hills is not a golf course that he can dominate as far as with his length. I can't see him being really in the mix. He's probably not going to hit driver hardly at all on this golf course as far as he hits it. So I don't know. I just I got nothing to say as far as, is he going to be competitive? Who knows? I haven't seen anything up to this point that he's a go and he's ready to play. And, he dominated Winged Foot when he won the U.S. Open during COVID. He just bombed these drives, and he was having short irons in where everybody else wasn't. This isn't a golf course, Southern Hills, where, him hitting big bomb, big drives isn't going to be an advantage. So I can't see I can't see him, really being in the mix at all.
Now, Bill, before I let you go, are there 1 or 2 long shots, past all those favorites that you'd be keeping an eye on that maybe could pull this one out?
Yeah, Cameron Smith, the way he dissected the Players Championship, the way he went around that course, that's what you need to do at Southern Hills. You need to hit fairways and greens, and he's as good a putter in the modern game that I've seen since in my time. It was Crenshaw, Brad Faxon, and you look at this kid, what he's done, especially with inside of 100 yards. He's a magic man. I know he didn't play well after the Masters. He missed the cut at Harbor Town and didn't play that well down in Louisiana. But he's a guy that I like, and I could see him doing well. And then a long shot, a guy who lost by a shot back when the U.S. Open was there, and my friend here in Atlanta, Stuart Sink, who's had a resurgence here the last couple of years in his late 40s, going back to a place that he had a lot of success. I can see him having a chance as well.
And who's your winner for this weekend? Who's going to be hoisting the trophy on Sunday?
I don't know. For some reason, I think Jordan Spieth is primed. He played so well this past weekend in Dallas at his home. He lost by a shot. He's been trending upward, and I just think that he's the man that's going to he's going to hoist that trophy and if he does it, he gets the Grand Slam. So he hasn't won the PGA. This would be the perfect place to do it on a golf course that's very familiar to him, not far from Dallas and Tulsa. So I'm picking Jordan Spieth to win it all.
Professional golfer Billy Andrade, 3-time PGA Tour champion, and just a wealth of knowledge from Billy, and we appreciate his time. Billy, thank you so much. We'll talk to you again soon.
Okay, take care. Thank you.
All right, there is Billy Andrade. I am Kevin Rogers. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, best of luck with your bets.